It seems like a double whammy for the consumer durable space because you've got the increasing raw material prices or commodity prices, and then, of course, added to that, the impact of the second wave. What is the current demand scenario looking like?
So current demand scenario is kind of almost standstill because majority of the consumption is not happening at this point of time. And on the other hand, I think while you say that it's kind of double whammy, I would have my own perspectives here. One, in the backdrop of what has happened in last 3 to 4 years. And second is the experience of the year gone by. And I'll sort of reflect some of those perspectives. So first is, I think, the demand explosion for this industry, and especially for products where the penetration ratios were pretty low. For example, air conditioners is one of the categories where penetration ratios are still just about 6% of the total households in the country. And when we compare ourselves on demand, let's say comparative to China. So China has a domestic demand of almost 80 million units of air conditioners annually. And we have a demand of only about 7.5 million, which is just about 10% of the demand which exists in China. So that is the kind of potential on which we are sitting on. And second is, in last 3 to 4 years, majority of consumer durable categories have witnessed transformation in the policy. So both on the demand side, the GST structure was implemented, wherein majority of categories were falling into 28% bracket, and subsequently the requests, some of the televisions started to fall into 18%. On the other hand, on the supply side also, a lot of changes into duty structures have happened with the intent of them to be starting to get manufactured in the country though. And therefore, there was some sort of rub-off on the overall demand, which was supposed to be sort of kind of growing more exponentially than incremental. And I believe that it is just kind of due. And in the time to come, this industry is going to witness exponential demand expansion. And I believe that it is just around the corner. And second is the year gone by. When we see that, I think a couple of very clear insights are coming out. One, after the first wave, consumers were preferring products which were helping them kind of multitask. And currently we see that consumers are more cautious, and the discretionary spends are sort of going down quite rapidly. And consumers are spending, only into, their healthcare requirements, and only the requirements wherein they are not making any discretionary investment. So I believe that pent-up demand, like it came back last year after the lockdown started to get relaxed, is going to come back this year also, and we are keeping that cautious optimism, so to say.
Manish, wanted to understand that, at a time like this, when everyone's working from home, consumers as well are at home, what is the demand for home appliances? Is there any sort of down trading that you're seeing, or any particular trend in consumer preferences right now?
So demand in last about 35, 40 days have gone down quite significantly. And as we all know, that majority of categories do not fall into essential categories. So therefore, the demand is pretty low, only where the containments are not to the extent the retail is not contained enough. There some amount of retail is happening. However, if I have to reflect upon last few months, clearly two indicators are coming out. And as I mentioned, one, consumers are preferring products which are helping them multitask, which essentially means products which are smart, connected, and people can use those products to stay more comfortable in a more comfortable environment within their homes. So which adds on to their comfort, convenience, possibly energy efficiency, safety. So therefore, smarter products are finding, more of the consideration set of consumers. And second is products which are low on total cost of ownership. So I think this major thought process change is starting to evolve. Previously, consumers were used to sort of prefer products which were high on value proposition and possibly value for money. But now the consideration set is such that products which will have a lower cost of ownership, which essentially means not only the initial buying cost, but cost of the total ownership, which means products which are more energy efficient, which have lesser maintenance costs. So those kind of trends are very clearly evolving now.